Yud Aleph Nissen Tov Shin Lamed Zayin. Mit erzählt that there was a scene by the Farbrengen which was interesting. In the middle of the Farbrengen, the HaOlami is Yud Aleph Nissen. Me singt, Tremamna Karnis Tzadik. In the middle, between the Siches, two Yidden, Russische Yidden. A Yid, Vladimir Deshevsky, with his son, started walking up to the Rebbe's Farbrengen Bima. They're walking up. How's say there? They started walking up, carrying a big frame. And as they're walking up to the Farbrengen Bima, the Elam, the Bachrim, Befrat on the left bleachers, they couldn't see what it is. But they come to the Rebbe and they present the Rebbe with a portrait of the Rebbe, which they themselves had drawn. These are two Russische Yidden. They're coming to express the Akaras Ateiv, was the Rebbe getan for Russische Yidden, for Russische Yiddishkeit. And they're presenting this to the Rebbe. And the Rebbe is during this time, the Bachrim, especially on the left bleachers, they can't see. So everyone's craning their neck. They could see the Rebbe Shmeichelt, but they can't see what's being given to the Rebbe. So this Yid, this Vladimir, he takes the picture and he picks up the picture and starts showing her around to everyone. The Elam zal zen. Maisi yodov leispoir. So chabt psatzir azay. Der Rebbe sitzt da und da steht der Yid and he's waving this picture of the Rebbe next to the Rebbe. So the Rebbe turns to him and he says, in their Lashon, the Rebbe said in Russisch, they already have the original. That says the Bachrim and Junge Leid, they have the original. Sido, Aribi in Yonim, there's ways of bringing the Rebbe. Was Yidden tun. And it's the Kavane. Abteitschen the Rebbe's Torah, bringing the Rebbe's words in preparing a packaged sicher, the way it should be delivered, the Hafat Samayonis, printed, published in the Shabbos for ein sort Elam, or a short segment with music, as Evi Mada. Different in Yonim, bringing the Rebbe. And then there's the original. And the Bachrim, they have the original. 38 years ago, there was a Yid who came with a group, a kvutza from Brazil, came over here, Yud Shevat. And come in Yud Shevat, and after the Farbrengens, he went into Yechidus. So this is a member of Anash, a lawyer, the Tzelt, Rabbi David Weitman, who was then in the kvutza, he says how he remembers this Yid came out of Yechidus in ganzen zu Tresent. What happened? This person had prepared a translation of the Rebbe's letters on Torah and Mada. Different yonim on science and Torah, the Rebbe answering people's questions, how things could fit. So this person, he prepared a full translation in Portuguese, and he was planning on giving it out in Yud Aleph Nissen. So he came, he brought the Rebbe the proofs of this translation. He came to the Rebbe, he brought this ksavim. The Rebbe sagt them, besser, bring the students who this is catering for to Farbrengen, because by Farbrengen wollen sie hören, as Torah is emes, Und es ist eine sort Emes, which doesn't need that science should be masking. Es ist da in Yonim ways of bringing the Rebbe's Torah, diluting the Rebbe's Torah, compromising, bringing to the tzibur. And then there is the raw, original, the way the Rebbe read the Yonim. Und das ist bei Farbrengen. Bei Farbrengen read the Rebbe the way Torah is Torah's Emes, Torah's Chaim. The life, the Lichtigkeit of a Farbrengen. The air, that's something which can't be transmitted. The Rebbe read the Teierkeit von Ayid. The Rebbe read the urgency, ausführende Kavone. Emes, the clarity, the Lichtigkeit of a Farbrengen, that's something which is irreplaceable. That is the original. And the Bachrim have the original. And there's no reason we should be mevater, we should settle for less. There's no reason to sell ourselves short. We have the original. Bei der Friedrich Rebbe's Bar Mitzvah, der Rebbe Nishma Seiden hat ihm gesagt, das Wort. 3 Inyanim. Du sollst dich allein nicht nahren, du sollst nicht nahren andere, und du sollst nicht lassen, als andere sollen in dir. Don't fool yourself, don't fool others, and don't let anyone else fool you. There is nothing worse than the taste in the mouth of being fooled. Wie man sagt, der Nigen von Shamil, the bittere Tnues, the Bitterkeit isn't because he was defeated, it was because he was cheated. There's no reason we should sell the Bechera for Anazid Adashim. There's no question, this Yid who's bringing his Minchasani, he brings to the Rebbe, Maisi Yodov, he made a portrait at the Chariskelos in a Diel Sefer or on pastels, on canvas, bringing to the Rebbe the way nimmt the Rebbe. Und das hat teure Sache. Und es ist klar, es ist teure beim Rebbe. Aber es ist nicht für den Bacher. A Bacher, don't stand in between the Rebbe and the Bachrim waving something which is not the original. Because the Bachrim have the original. A fulle Farbrengen, von Anne bis in Sof. The life, the pulse, the Divrei Elikim Chaim, the Lichtigkeit von a Farbrengen, that is a Bacher, a younger man, a Chassid, he doesn't go for anything less. But there's one more nekuda. It says in Ayim Yem that there's 3 inyanim in his kashrus. The Rebbe brings an interesting way of describing his kashrus from kasher and flesh. How do you prepare kasher flesh? There's shriya, meliche, and hadoche. So the Rebbe says the soaking, the shriya, that's divrei harav. The meliche is yichidus. And the hadoche, the rinsing, that is a nig. So, what's taich? What does it mean? Is yichidus, is meliche, no, is steht doch, the Rebbe zaptaris pulls out the bad blood of verkehrt, nimmt the hadamu hanefesh, takes out, brings out the neshama, the goods von Hayiden yichidus. But what's shriya and hadocha, and what's the difference between them? Is efsher hazeh. A hadocha rinsing is a nigen. There's no one who hears a nigen from the Rebbe who isn't washed over, who isn't taken over. And a nigen is immediate. Und sie wascht euch und sie schwenkt euch den Nefesh Abamis. But that's the Chisore. The chisaron is it comes and it goes. Water comes and it washes away. Then there's a different seder. Soaking. Sich weken in them. Shriya is divrei harav. It's not immediate. Not immediately does a person have a chush in a Farbrengen. Man versteht nicht gleich. But a Farbrengen is something that takes time, es zappt sich ein, it soaks in, und es geht rein in die Beine. Bis, wie man jetzt gehört, Nasa la Chodim Kechot. A Farbrengen becomes me. Und befehrisch sind Gea Kamus. Noch a Farbrengen, noch a Farbrengen, noch a Show, noch a Show. Me wegt sich in dem. Yit belatz me b'mei adas atoy. To soak in it. Lass me da reden bepashtus. How did our fathers, our uncles, our zaydes, how did they become chassidim? Was it a chassid? It wasn't immediate, it wasn't a niggun. It certainly wasn't some kind of compromised, canned chassidus, some kind of diluted schera was genommen. Noch hasho, Herren divrei lekim chaim. Mitgelacht mit den Rebben, wie man lacht auf Ilm Hase. Mitgefühlt, wie der Rebbe fühlt mit der Yid. Lived with the Rebbe, with the Kasche, the Schwerigkeit der Rambam. And experienced the Biur, the Lichtigkeit von der Biur. Mitgelebt auf Farbrengen. Und einmal hat man verstanden weniger, einmal mehr, but there everyone was present. Everyone was here. Und als reibt sich aus, und als wegt man sich in den Farbrengens, noch ein Farbrengen, divrei lekim chaim, teras emes, teras chaim, the Lichtigkeit, the fire of the Farbrengen. And one final point. Litzonei Adeir. And there are Litzonei Adeir. Litzonim sagen, as mir wie Melech nis abrasore. Cynics say that amol there were Bachrim, junge Leid, they were mechanic given. They were Bachrim which stood by the Rebbe's Farbrengens and the Rebbe molded them. Aber hein tepes us, here, Bachrim, junge Leid, we, which when is Chanech after Gimel Tamu, sagt man etwas Seminar Akak. So etwas geworden eigens. Litzonei Adeir sagen, als mir avi Melech nisabra. What's the answer? What's the ultimate answer to the Litzonei Adeir? As Tzor cluster ponov demel shel Avram. As mezetois wie der Rebbe. Als mir der Rebbe sprach, man hat einen Geschmack in den Jonim, was der Rebbe hat einen Geschmack. Man fühlt von der Rebbe's in Jonim. Noch ein Farbrengen, the original Psharitz. Und in Jonim, which are sometimes uncomfortable. Aber cluster pon of his deme is then, is alles in him made. It may be it doesn't make sense. It may be it's irrational. It may be ridiculous. It may be laughable. But the facts are stronger than logic. The fact is, as Tzor cluster pon of Deme, mir wollen Oizen wie der Rebbe, is jemals an alle Meite sein, als Avram heilig des Yitzchak.